Grand Rising, Brave Awakened Ones, QV here. It is the 10th of October, early morning here on the East Coast. And I'm still out in the Atlanta. And firstly, thank you so much for all the prayers and support for my nephew. And he's doing well. I did go to chemo with him. Sorry about that throat clearing. I didn't get my morning tea yet. It's really early morning and I had an extremely busy night. Haven't been sleeping much. If I get 2 hours of sleep, that's saying a lot. But I made a promise. Promises made, promises kept. When it comes to my nephew, he's doing well. I have him on the RSO oil. Thank you everyone for telling me places to get it. And I did go to a particular place. I'll give them a shout out once I see how things work out with my nephew. And yeah, he's still doing the chemo. That's him and his mom's choice. But meanwhile, Auntie's doing her thing too. Okay. And he's doing really well in following the regiment. Like I said, I end up out here because instead of spending my time on the beach, my older sister came to me in apparition and said to me, please don't discard us. Wearing my favorite sweater dress that I had just thrown out due to flood damage in my apartment. So I'm here, and turns out it's not just my mom and my nephew and her I'm helping friends, and I'm helping my mom's neighbors, and everybody is in crunch time crisis. I'm talking life and death experiences. But again, promises made, promises kept. But this new energy, which is what this video is about, we have crossed over to this new energy. Today is the 12th. And this new energy just switched over to the Aries full moon energy that's coming up on the 20th of this month, the 20th of October. So we just left the Libra new moon energy and we're crossing over into the Aries full moon energy. And I had an amazing experience with Pluto, the planet Pluto, and Uranus and divine intelligence. It was, they were cluing me in as to what's going on, because I distinctly felt that click, that switch over of the new energy. And then I was like, I saw a planetary being, but it was like all faded and fuzzy. And I was like, I recognize your energy. I know your signature, but I was 100% sure. And it introduced itself as Pluto. And yes, I have had that experience with all the planetary beings. That's why I know they're alive, thanks to Thoth. So the message Pluto brought is the death card message. That I should have brought that up. I have so many things up and I should have brought this up. Sorry, let me bring it up for you guys so you could just get an idea. Ugh, too early. Ugh. Ay. Because I'm holding my mic with one hand. I'm used to typing with two hands. I'm one of those people. I must type with two hands in order to type properly. Okay, this is the traditional death card in the tarot. I always go by the traditional cards. I don't like the, I'm not too keen on, cards that are all about whatever, artist interpretation, not just about artist interpretation. These are these tarot energies. They're just not about divination. I've said this many, many times, cajillion times. They are actual, very fine, universal. Oh my God, the pitch in my ear. Holy crap, just changed like crazy. They're very fine, universal, divine energies. They're archetypes. They're archetypal energies. And this is the death card. Okay. Now look at this death card. This is what the Pluto energy represents, what it's bringing in right now. Now we have all these planets going. Now the Pluto return is coming around the bend, okay, which is why this Pluto energy is coming in strong, and it just started coming in strong today. So the Pluto return for the US is 2022, February 2022. Last time Pluto was here, the energy was 1776. How about that? And it's a rather big deal for the world because we're the last standing bastion. We're the last light on the hill. Okay? And here's the Pluto energy marching in. As you could see, it's taking down the old. Taking down the old. And through these two pillars, across the valley of death, is the sun rising after the destruction of the old. Now, this is true in the micro and the macro. So in your life and in the world. Okay, so this is what the Pluto energy is bringing in, and the Uranus energy is bringing in the tower. Kaboom, 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 in the macro and the micro. Let's pull it up for you. Okay, this is your traditional, this is the archetype of the tower. This is the Uranus energy. They're even wearing the blue like Uranus. This is the Uranian energy, blue greenish. And it's not bad. Okay, a lot of people think the tower is bad. I don't think the tower is bad. I just know that something huge is coming because it could be for the good or for the bad. Okay, well, not for the bad. Bad for whoever doesn't land on their feet. That's all I could say. It's about landing on your feet. Let's put it that way. It's the complete destruction of the old. You see how these two are working together? You see how these are the towers right here. You must pass through the towers in order to reach the sun. See? Here are the towers. The destruction of the old to reach the new. Okay? So what is this energy bringing on? Let me show you a great example of what that energy is bringing on. This is what that energy is bringing on. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but I'm going to play a small clip of it. It is all about, yeah, the heroes we need right now. This is a good title for this video because this is a pilot, and he is part of the big what are they calling it? Sick out that the airline people are pulling right now for, was it, is it, I forgot which airline. Is it US Air? I forgot which airline. But you guys know which airline. And this is what it's all about. Okay. I don't want to play it because I don't want to pull my video for copyright. They're looking for any reason to get me. But they're pulling a sick out, and the cops are walking out in LA, and in South Africa, they're really hitting the grindstone in South Africa. You know, big ups to South Africa, man. You guys are really doing it big out there. And even a female cop in Australia, she's standing up for what's right and what's good for the light. Okay, because God knows they're straight up darkness over there. You know, sigh about it. Australia, my peeps out in Australia. I have a close connection to Australia and New Zealand. I was engaged to somebody who was born there and raised there. Lovely people. I love Australians, but dang, those are some dark monsters, you know, over there. But you guys, you got to stand up. It is what it is. It's the time, you know, it's the precipice. So this is wonderful. And in all this standing up, as you could see, is bringing on the death card. This is the tower moment. Kaboom, 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 boom. That's in the macro. And then the micro, how is this affecting you in your personal life? Sudden changes, people coming in, people going out, plans suddenly changing. Trust me, I know. You know, Pluto going direct, Jupiter going direct. Is it Jupiter, Saturn already went direct. Jupiter's going to go direct on the 18th. Mercury's going direct on the 18th. And Pluto is going direct. When is Pluto going direct? I forgot exactly when. But these, let's go over here. These are the energies coming in right now because we had a big CME hitting us, and also the solar wind coming in. So the KP went up to 6. So we're in the red zone. for a while. You see that? I'm sure many of you felt those energies, and it knocked the Schumann right out. Look at that, totally blanked out. 29 hours gone and more hours gone over here. Off the charts energy. Oh, sorry. And that's all the energy coming in. Sorry about that. I'll have to call her back. So that's all the energy that's coming in to help push us through. And what Divine Intelligence showed me is that this is the energy of Pluto going direct, and that switch over to the Aries full moon energy, and Saturn going direct. And then Jupiter and Mercury are going to go direct together on the same day on the 18th. Let's go over here. This is astrologycafe.com. And here we are right here on October 12th, first quarter of the moon. And then on the 20th, a full moon in Aries, 27 degrees. Okay. Again, it's really good to know when that quarter hits, the first quarter hits, because that's the beginning of the new energy. And if you're sensitive like me, you'll feel it. I don't even know I was sensitive like that. And let's go to is it the Planetary Events? I think that's it. Calendar. Yeah, here we go. Let's take it down to October. Yeah, Saturn direct on the 10th. Saturn just came direct not too long ago. Pluto came direct on the 6th. That's right. It was Pluto first. Pluto came direct on the 6th. That change energy. Then Saturn comes in. Daddy's home. Time to pay the piper. Time to pull out the belt and get beaten. Or you're going to get some extra allowance. One of the two. Okay. We hit that first quarter. We're switching over to that full moon in Aries energy, completion energy coming up. Jupiter direct on the 18th, Mercury direct on the 18th. Then comes the full moon in Aries. Then on the 23rd, the sun enters Scorpio. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because this full moon in Aries energy is extremely, extremely important. That Aries energy that's coming on is all about, the I am. It is the focusing on what's right for me. Even though, and I'm going to put it personal so you guys can get an idea, even though I'm out here helping my loved ones, just a few days ago, I was like, you know what? I cannot stay here till mid-November. It's wrong. It's not right for me. It's very wrong for me to stay here till November. And I'm still having, loved ones, oversouls, and egos come talk to me, which again, promises made, promises kept. I said I'll be there and not discard them, to get them through, to get them prepped for 2022. And I'm still doing that, but the energy has switched. And I have to really take it down. It's not like, oops, I'm going to drop you. Today's the 12th. It's when the energy switches, it has to rev up until that full moon or new moon comes on completely. So now it's completely done. That Libra new moon. So now that Aries full moon is about the I am, what's right for you, getting your shit together, getting yourself straight. But it's not like you drop everyone. I'm not dropping everyone. It's just that I'm going to be focusing more and more and more on what's right for me, what I have to do for myself. Things are changing like crazy. You'll end up in the same spot, but the way you get there will change, or you might not. You might end up in a different spot. Like I received a message also that my pocket of heaven, the way I was planning on building it, is going to be different. It's not going to look like what I thought. And I have to surrender what the final outcome is going to look like. Who and what and where and when. I have to surrender that because of the Uranus energy. I have to surrender that. That's a tough one because that's been my dream since I was a 9-year-old child. I still have it in my Pocahontas diary. So I have to let go of that because of it has to fit in with the macro. You could have your little pocket of heaven pictured in your head since you were a child, but it must fit in to the macro. Your micro must fit into the macro in order to work, in order to serve not just yourself, but your loved ones, and to serve the new world, okay, the new earth, the higher 4D, 5D earth. So with this new moon in Aries coming on, you'll start seeing that you're going to be turning more to yourself. Like, okay, what do I really need? What is it going to take for me to succeed and get what I need to get and go where I need to go? And, you'll be giving over, taking back your power, not giving over, you'll be taking back more of your energy, more of your power to focus on yourself. Like, I know I'm getting my people in a comfortable place, and by the time I leave here, which hopefully is in a couple of weeks now, I didn't tell them yet. Maybe when they watch this video, they'll find out. In a couple of weeks when I leave, yes, that's right. I received a divine number to go with this. That's right, which I'm going to share with you guys. Yes, I received a number. Whew, divine intelligence was just reminding me. So now I'm like broken out in a sweat. It's number 208. This is the number this is the message from divine intelligence that goes with this. Again, this is divine intelligence that came up with this. Okay. And this is where I was guided to go to receive the explanations of the numbers, the real explanation. They're not just quote unquote angel numbers. Okay. So number 208 indicates that you have been rapidly manifesting your desires and wishes through the power of positive thinking and by maintaining an abundance attitude. The current flow of abundance is a reflection of your mindset and high expectations, and you are encouraged by your angels and guides, by the divine, to use your manifesting abilities wisely. Your angels remind you to replace your angels with the divine. The divine reminds you to have an optimistic attitude and outlook so that you manifest only the best for your highest good. This is about focusing on what's for your highest good. That is what this Aries full moon energy is about. Success can and will be yours. And yes, the Mercury coming direct along with Pluto is extremely important, because when that happens, along with the full moon, Mars will be conjunct with the sun. And I was shown this. Oh my God, I'm getting tingles like crazy. Energy's coming up both my legs. That energy is like this extreme pull to pull you towards that new moon Aries energy. That is what the new moon Aries energy is about. Okay, it's all that together to help you manifest your highest and best. It's about you manifesting your highest and best. Now, let me put something on to that. It's not about looking to someone else saying, this person is going to do this for me. This person's going to do that for me. This person's going to, provide for me. I'm going to hitch my wagon to that person and go along with them. It's about, what are you going to do? Focusing on yourself. Take out a piece of paper, a journal. What do you need to do that's for your highest and best? It's not looking to anybody else. It's the I am. It's looking strictly towards yourself. Strictly towards yourself. Could be difficult for many people to do that. Very difficult. Okay. So let's get back to this and read this. The divine reminds you to have an optimistic outlook and, I'm sorry, I'm getting all vortexy. The divine reminds you to have an optimistic outlook so that you manifest only the best for your highest good. Success can and will be yours. The number 208 brings a reminder that infinite abundance is always available to you. Use tools such as prayers, affirmations, and positive thinking to manifest a continuous and steady flow in your life. Maintain faith and trust that your needs will be met. Number 208 tells of financial security and prosperity. Expect a promotion or pay raise, an increase in income and funds, or a win of sorts. Be grateful for your blessings, and remember, the more you have, the more you have to share, which is something I always say. I said, hey, listen, give me as much as possible, because the more I have, the more I have to share. I've been always saying that. It's always my thing to say, the more I have, hey, the more I got to share. So that's the message that goes with this. And it's a conjunct to that new moon in Libra. Because remember, if you go back and look at the last two videos I made about the new moon in Libra and the number 66, it's a conjunct to this. That new moon in Libra triggered and released the funding, let's put it that way, the abundance, the money, not just the money, the people, and the resources. Okay, because you can have a pile of cash and not know what the heck you're doing with it and lose it all. You need the right people around you, and you need to know the right thing to do. So that's what it's all about. So, and it's about having balance with it, knowing what to do. This also, the Libra energy that you're taking along with you is going to help you balance everything out. Okay, the scales are tipped in our favor, in the favor of the children of the light and all those who serve the light. You don't have to be a quote unquote light worker. It's all those who are of the light, the 51% and higher. Okay. And there's some who are still trying to cross over to that 51%. And I hope the threshing floor helps them along. Some people I know in my personal life, immediate family, all I could do is shake my head. I really hope they, I don't know what's going to take to wake them up. I really don't. Some I see, what happened with my nephew. They're taking advantage of that. Advantage in the ways of, oh my God, this is something real, seeing the truth of life, how life really works. It has like clicked something in them. They're not fully there yet, but they're getting there. But others made no damn bit of difference. It's a darn shame. You could be a light worker and still get lost in the dark, especially when you get caught up in the spells, of the dark one, the fear spell, especially the fear spell. It's caught up many which ways. All right. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Happy manifesting, and much love. Bye.